Hey everybody! Welcome to the Cog Pod. This is episode number 8. It's gonna be our last show. No, not really, but we're probably just gonna go down the shitter today. As you can tell, there is no Amanda today. She is visiting a friend up in Fort Worth area. Doesn't matter. And so we are gonna be taking over for the Shitshow.
I'm super concerned.
Yeah, I think everybody is. You know, we have no plan. But we will get to that. Grim's here. Hey, Grim.
Hi.
You fuck. Speak up.
I hate you.
And Nick is here.
Hi.
Hi. And we have Reed Whaley. It's a hard H. Yeah, he is our guest this week for the Shit Show. We're supposed to be like 2 more people, but, you know, as shit shows go, they didn't show up. So, thanks, Dino. And I think Enjoyment Gaming was supposed to come too. Or maybe he was just joking about it. So, sorry, I got some whiskey in my throat. I had to drink some man liquor to get ready for this. So, what are we going to talk about this week, guys?
Oh, we can go through the regular thing of what we've been doing this week, probably.
Yeah, do that. What'd you do?
He's already lost.
I'm lost.
All right. Well, who wants to go first? Let's start with Grim again.
Why? Let's see. What did I do this week?
Whatever. You've been busy this week. I don't want to hear it.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
What have I been doing?
Well, I guess I can tell everybody what you've been doing this week since you can't seem to fucking remember.
Yeah, do it.
Grim's been playing Titanfall this week, and then he got Pokemon yesterday, so he's been playing that.
After making fun of me for playing Pokemon Go before, might I add.
But see, that's a difference, because Pokemon legit is different than Pokemon Go. There's no point to Pokemon Go except to get people off their ass and exploit the name.
That's
there
the point.
There will be a point eventually.
Yeah, that's what they say. But Reed played Pokemon Go too, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm up to like level 23, 24, somewhere in there.
What's wrong with you?
A lot, so many things, but we can't get into that now. We'll go way over time.
That's right.
But no, I'm married with 3 kids, so the wife and I play, and then I've got a separate account that they have a tablet they play on. So it's a nice family outing thing, and apparently, from what I remember, there's going to be a way to transfer stuff from Go into Sun and Moon.
What? For real?
I don't believe
so.
that.
There is a way. There is a point.
I feel like Pokemon Go is going to become like the new I'm going out for a pack of smokes and you never see the dad again.
Whoa.
I'm going to go play Pokemon Go and then he never comes back.
I've got a wife and 2 kids, so I'm playing Pokemon Go. And
Oh my gosh.
That's weird.
No, that would be. I've got a wife and 2 kids, so I'm playing Pokemon Go. Now I don't have a wife and 2 kids, but it's okay.
Yeah, because I got Pokemon Go.
Yeah, or it's the new World of Warcraft. So,
nah, I don't think it's ever.
Hey, what's wrong with WoW?
There's way too much outside time for it to be the new WoW.
Yeah.
Well, WoW, you either have WoW or you have relationships. You can't have both.
Yeah, that's honestly the truth.
It's like Highlander. It can be only one.
That's right.
Yeah. So everybody have their brown liquor with them?
No.
No.
Oh, what the fuck, you guys? This was a plan. We're supposed to have this
just
plan.
you.
Well, you know I can't because I'm in an alcohol interlock office while I record. So
that's true.
I can't like spill booze all over the monitoring equipment for.
Just spill it in your mouth. You're fine.
That's okay.
That's not how I drink.
If you're throwing it all over the equipment, you're doing it wrong.
It's true.
I drink like a monster.
It's supposed to be in your mouth. Cookie monster eating cookies. Just
That's how I drink. That's my whiskey.
Just splash it all over your face.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, so
in
Right now, Luke.
Grim, what did you actually do this week?
I played some Titanfall. My friends all picked it up a little later than I did.
Mm-hmm.
So we played a few matches, 3 on whatever we do, mixtape. Wow.
That's my mixtape sound.
Really? Anyway, I haven't touched the story yet.
What?
I picked up, yeah. I watched some of it with my friend though.
Come back around to that.
It's good, yeah. you can talk about that. I did get Pokemon. I'm not that far in it. I'm still on Route 1, taking my time.
All right.
Other than that, that's really it.
Okay. Nick?
Well, a couple things. One is a prize for later, but I've been working on getting an interview for our podcast.
Ooh.
And I'm not going to say who it's with. I'm just going to give the hint that they have over 250,000 YouTube subscribers.
Whoa! Shit, son.
I don't think they're famous. I don't think that
What?
they're famous at all. I don't
They're
know
famous
who they
to
are.
me. Well, I'm not telling you, so.
Good.
Yeah.
Dork. All right. What else been going on? Did you get your chips yet?
I haven't gone to the mail. Like, this was like a month.
Go to the mail.
Wait, sidetrack. Explain how Canadian mail works to us.
Canadian mail, you may or may not get your mail. Someone else probably gets your mail, and it's up to them to deliver it to you. And if you order something, the soonest you'll get it is 2 to 3 weeks, which I understand in the U.S., 2 to 3 days, you'd be like upset probably.
It's about average, Well, depending on your
no,
it's
2
Prime.
to 3 days. If you're doing if you're doing UPS or FedEx, you get 2 or 3 days. USPS, it's kind of like Canadian mail. You're lucky to get it in 2 or 3 weeks to
right
to your neighbor.
Those are private services, like UPS and well, they're not private, quote unquote, but you know what I mean. They're not government.
They're their own thing.
Yeah, they're companies.
When I started like really using the mail to order stuff online and stuff, I always got confused because I'm like, 3 days shipping. Like, is this dog years days or something like that? Because it would always be 3 weeks. Like 3 days equals 3 weeks.
The dog days are over. That's right. Little Florence and the Machine for you guys.
That's right. I'm gonna have to get those royalty-free crickets going on. But yeah, our mail is terrible. So, and I just don't bother to check it most of the time either. So
now, also, didn't you say something like the mail? Your post office is like a house, like somebody's house.
Yeah, it's in a house. You got to go into their house and ask them for your packages because they can't fit in the regular slots. And we used to have house delivery of mail, but then they moved it into communal mailboxes.
So you have like PO boxes now, or is what we call post office boxes. Post office.
Yeah,
boxes.
and I remember when I was younger, you had to pay for that because it was like a premium thing, and now it's free, but you have to do it.
So you don't actually get mail delivered to your house anymore.
No, which is fine because I'm never there. So, but
what about your business? You get stuff delivered to your business, right?
No, we actually cannot get anything delivered here. The reason I don't know.
So, like, do you guys not have private companies like we do down here, like UPS and DHL and FedEx and stuff like that, or is it just all government post?
No, we have FedEx and UPS, but they're the same amount. They're the same time frame. I think something happens at the border,
and they just deliver them to that house post office.
Yeah, or right to the door. The private companies will do that.
Oh, okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, but and the funny thing is I can order something from Halifax, which is about 2.5 hours away, and I'll get it in 3 weeks. But if I order something from China, I'll get it in like a week.
That's crazy.
So I guess the short answer to the mail question is I don't know what's going on ever.
It's the Mounties.
So it's the Mounties.
They're going through your stuff.
Yeah, they are. I can understand why if they listen to podcasts or anything. So
they're very suspicious of you.
Yeah, they're like, what is this guy up to? Clearly nothing good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So how about you, Luke?
I played with a little bit of stuff. I've pretty much completely gone off of Destiny. Almost all the way. Most of us have actually in the group. It's just kind of run out of steam. And it's funny because this last expansion was probably one of the best ones we've had, but it's just a lot more of the same still. And even with the new content, and the raid was really good, and we've just kind of beat the crap out of it already. And so most of the people that were in our raid group or in our Destiny group in general have just kind of been doing other stuff lately. And, with these new games coming out with Titanfall and Battlefield 1 and now Pokemon and Overwatch, a lot of stuff like that.
Ooh.
People are kind of.
Have you been playing a lot of the new Overwatch content?
I played a little bit. I played one night when it came out. I did 3v3 that elimination match. And that was cool as shit.
It's real fun.
We went down 0-2, and then I switched to May, and we ended up 3-2 on them and beating them. And I got May of the game. What's up?
And what do you say, May is Bay?
Yeah, that's right. May is Bay.
Someone else.
I know. Shut up. I was. And then we got beat the first 2 rounds, so I switched to May, and that's what happens.
I find in those things, you gotta have a Roadhog almost.
See, they had a Roadhog and we beat them, fuckers.
Surprising.
But, and then I did the 1v1. That is actually really fun. Did you do any of the 1v1 stuff?
Yes, that's how I've been learning how to play the new, goddamn. I always call them gods because of Smite.
What?
Oh, the new champion?
Yeah, the new champions. Like, I've been learning a lot of
heroes?
new champions.
Heroes, that's what they are.
Heroes.
Is that it?
Okay.
Man, every game
I
calls them
don't know.
something different, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let me be your hero. But the 1v1's cool because, if you guys aren't aware, it gives you a random champion hero character. And you're the same on both. So it's like Roadhog versus Roadhog or Torbjorn versus
Your
Torbjorn.
opponent's the same characters.
Exactly. And
I've never been Zarya so much.
I know. It's first 1 to 5 wins. Zarya was great, man. Zarya's one of my favorites. And she's one of my favorites. All you have to do is bait their shield out, and then you just attack the shit out of them.
It always turns into like a half-hour match or something like that.
Yeah, just use the left click, bait their shield, and then attack them with your shield up, and you'll get them down quick.
Yeah.
That's what I found. Yeah, I had a pretty awesome, I'm not good at Widow at all, like the snipers, Widow or Hanzo, but I had a really fun one on that. Like I peeked out on kind of the center pillar, that they have right in the middle of that Antarctic station. And he was on the side when you start, I don't know how to really explain it. Well, he was on the side where the buildings on the left, like the taller buildings on the left.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where I started. So he was on the opposite side. Anyway, doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm explaining that, but peeked out from the right and he was on the building on the far side. And I peeked out the left and just popped his head off. It was pretty awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, that was fun. First 1 to 5. So I got my loot crates on those. And then they have weekly loot crates now you can get for 3, 6, and 9 wins in the, arcade playlists. So any of those game modes, which look like they're pretty fun. They have like a random one. They changed the rules on quick play. Did you notice that?
Yeah, you can't double up anymore.
Yeah. So Grim, if you didn't know, they, for a while they had the rules, with, competitive to where you could only have one of each character on each team. So you couldn't have, two Zaryas or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. And they moved that over to quick play and then they added a mode to arcade mode called like free for all or no holds barred or no rules or something like that. And to where where it's kind of the old quick play rules essentially. So they moved it to an arcade
I'd run
mode.
into quick plays where everyone was Roadhog and obviously we lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ran into, we ran into like an all Bastion team or all Torbjorns, and just people trolling on it. But, so I did a little bit of that, a little bit of Overwatch, played, the Titanfall campaign, actually finished that today. Did it in 2 nights or 1 night and then this morning. And, the Titanfall campaign was really good for Titanfall 2. And
what difficulty did you play it on?
I put it on hard. So there's easy, normal, hard, and then one above that, I believe.
Like heroic or something.
Something like that. But yeah, I did it on hard, the whole way through and it was really, really good. I was kind of surprised because I got Titanfall 1 for free, I think with a graphics card back when, and I played like 1 match and then never played it again. And it was okay. The movement was cool, but other than that, the Titans were there wasn't really much of a point of using them because they were countered really easily. But Titanfall 2, they really stepped it up and I've been pretty impressed with it. And the campaign was absolutely great. Like just phenomenal. I can't recommend it highly enough. I wasn't going to buy it, but I ended up getting it on a sale last week. I think Target had it for like $35 and then Walmart and Amazon had it for $30. And so it was on sale everywhere for consoles, which kind of sucked because I wanted to get it on
pre-Black Friday sales.
Yeah, exactly. And normally I would have probably bought it on PC, but I'm kind of glad I got it on PS4 because there's a bunch of us in the group that have picked it up and are going to be playing.
I guess that's like the player base for it is PS4 is like the strongest player base.
Yeah. And I think it's because a lot of from Destiny and things like that. It's kind of crazy. But really good. We're going to be probably doing some multiplayer on that this weekend. And it's Overwatch free weekend, so we'll probably be doing a little bit of that too. I rambled for a while there. Reed.
Yeah, we got to get Reed in here.
Reed, welcome. What'd you do this week, man?
Yes, friends, I'm here. It's like, I'm just going to let you talk and do you, and we're just going to...
Yeah, don't let me do that. It kills the show.
Friends? Okay.
No. Yeah, so what'd you do this week?
Well, I got back from Ohio. I had to go there for business for a week. Last week, I got back late Friday night, so a lot of my week has been going around our office and going, what did you break while I was gone?
Nice.
Okay, you broke that. Damn it, why did you break that? How did you... Yes, I can fix it. Hold on. And then, let's see, between that and trying to convince the people in our manufacturing plant that maybe the computer with fans in it doesn't need to go under the thing that cuts aluminum, because aluminum's bad for computers.
Right.
Yeah, I know it's crazy thoughts, but... And then went out Friday, picked up Pokemon with the wife, so we've been playing through that. And then picked up the new Sonic pack for LEGO Dimensions to play with the kids. I'm really looking forward to that.
Nice. What starter did you guys pick on your Pokemon?
Yeah, Rowlet.
Both of you?
Me and Thorwell Grass Cell.
What? You cut out a little bit there.
And then,
Reed, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you cut out a little bit.
That kind of week. Yeah,
No.
I picked Rowlet, and the wife picked Litten, the little fire kitty.
Ah. Grim, what'd you
You
pick?
guys picked the wrong one.
Oh, I take it you picked Poplio?
Is that the name? Because I don't even know its real name.
The little SEAL Team 6?
Stupid-looking water
Yes,
seal.
Yes, I picked the clown seal.
There's a lot of contention about which starter you're supposed to pick, and people...
I call it the
chose
beast.
poorly.
It's
Yeah.
the beast.
The beast.
He's a water fairy.
Yeah, if you talk to Matrix, he has very strong views about this, a guy in our group. And I believe that Reed chose poorly, according to him.
Yeah,
Hey,
no, he
the
went
owl's
pop
pretty
as
dapper,
well.
so-
I'm not sure why. I remember. They're all expecting there to be dragon stuff at the end, which Fairy is extremely strong against. And I'm just like, I don't give a damn. I wanted a tiny owl.
I see. So Fairy was a new Pokemon type that was added in White or X or something like that? I didn't play for a couple generations.
It was, I think, in 3rd gen. I think they added it.
No way, back then?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Was it?
they added an X
was
and
later?
Y.
Was it?
Okay. Because I was going to say,
Mhm.
I played Diamond or Platinum one in that series, and I didn't remember it from there. So yeah, I think it was after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was added X and Y.
Nice.
I just lose it anymore because they do remakes and all that other stuff. I don't even know what gen is what gen anymore.
For real.
There's
Yeah.
10,000 different Pokemon, so.
Yeah, because they added it in because Xerneas was the first legendary with Fairy type.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What how many Pokemon do they have now with the new Sun and Moon? Do you know what the total count is?
Jesus Christ, it's got to be like 8.
800 or
8
so?
or 900, yeah. I was going to say, because it was like 650, wasn't it, before this one?
7 something.
Wow.
741, 742.
A lot.
I didn't even think it was that high. Holy crap.
Ridiculous.
Good thing they have Pokemon Bank now.
Yeah.
Do you have an account for that?
I
Oh, absolutely.
had a free month. I don't have it anymore because I don't play constantly.
So is this an extra paid service?
Yeah.
I think it's like a monthly service or whatever.
Wow.
Reed, you have it?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's $5 a year, and it's absolutely worth it.
Oh, that's all? Shit.
Mhm.
Okay.
So,
I see.
Reed,
So-
have you been playing the culling at all?
I have played a little bit of it. I got in and played a couple of bot matches just to get used to it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm
good.
looking forward to jumping in with you guys.
Yeah, I want to do a tournament, hopefully, maybe this weekend even. I'm not sure. I don't know if I have time, but I want to tell a story of me and Amanda's first real match. Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah, do it. That's
Absolutely.
we
It's,
need content.
The year was 1945.
I don't think it was. No.
No, it wasn't. It was 2016. But it was super serious. It was pretty awesome. we got in there and we were trying to find each other because you just spawn in different areas, and we finally do. And this was so perfect. Amanda was so serious about it.
She gets hardcore. It's so fun.
Yeah, she was. It was awesome. It's like, okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna go around. We got to be careful. I need you to watch my back. And we're like avoiding walking through water and trying to sneak around and hunt people down and stuff like that.
So you guys actually like teamed up and you didn't kill her on sight?
That's right. Yeah. And she was like being told Navy SEALs with like, I swear there was like hand gestures and stuff like that.
How did you do this?
I don't know. She's really good at this kind of thing apparently. Anyway, we found 2 people and we ended up killing those people, but they didn't notice her. So like I'm fighting these guys and all of a sudden she's running up from behind. It's like crunch, 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 stabbing this guy in the back.
She's sneaky, man.
Yeah. And I was like, man, don't you love that satisfying crunch when you finally backstab someone? Because she was like going right at it. She was like, crime of passion, killing this guy in the back with a knife. And then we run into a building and we were kind of hurt and 2 people came after us. And I was trying to bandage up and she just ran after him with like blood in her eyes to stave them off. But they killed her and then they pushed me in a corner and murdered me.
Did bad things to you. Yeah.
Real bad things. But that was our first experience. And kudos to Amanda. She's awesome at it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
We need to get on and play it. I've got a bunch of games downloaded now, and that was one of them. And Reed, you got it also, right?
Yeah, no, I picked it up with that Humble Bundle that Nick was nice enough to let us know about.
Yes, yeah. So we got all that.
I was literally sitting in the airport waiting to come back on a flight, waiting for them to fix the stupid on-ramp thing to the plane, and it's like, hey, it's on sale. It's like, all right, well, I got nothing better to do right now. So
yeah, I picked
it
up.
You got murder on your mind.
We got 2 of those Humble Bundles and then 2 of that Life Hacker one. So we're all set on all that. But that's awesome. We'll definitely have to play that. It looks like a lot of fun. I hadn't really seen much gameplay. Just heard you talking about it, Nick, and I saw her play a little bit of it. So
Grim must be good too. He loves throwing stuff at me for some reason.
I do. It's fun. I threw my bow at him. I threw my gun at him.
It's like I'm trying to teach Amanda how to play, and I'm like standing in the middle, and I'm like, okay, so if you want to do this, you got to do this. Wham, a rock in the side of the head from nowhere. I look around, and no one is around.
I just love the fact that you threw a bow and a gun.
Yeah, well,
it's
they had no ammo.
It's like,
okay,
this is like the old Minecraft stuff where you're just running around and, I threw my sword. I gotta go pick it up.
It's like a domestic fight where you're throwing vases and stuff.
Also, my only thing was, if they had ammo, you threw something that has a ranged attack anyway, and just like, well, I guess I don't need this again.
I wouldn't throw it if it had ammo.
I think you might.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
Well,
maybe
that's
I'll
good.
throw a spear at you again.
That's good. Spears.
Also, to go back to 2 seconds ago, there was 721 as of X and Y, and then they added another 80 with this one, so they're up to 801.
Wow, that's only 80. Isn't there normally more when they add a generation?
Yeah. Normally do 100.
Well, they also redesigned a bunch of the original ones.
Oh, that's right. I saw Rattata has a mustache now. That's pretty fancy.
Yeah, they changed the type, changed the look. Dugtrio has hair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's got Bader hair. By the way, Bader's a person in our group, in our Destiny group.
I know that sounds like something really different.
That sounds very, that sounds very interesting. If you don't know that Bader's a person in our group.
Wait, so Bader has long locks?
He has long blonde hair. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, wow.
It's like Spicoli from what the hell is that movie? Shit. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's what Saib always said that Bader looked like.
Spicoli.
Spicoli. Oh my god. So
I
now
like
what?
The sound of Bader hair.
Bader hair. Oh my god.
Well, maybe we could do one of our questions now.
Oh, what? Do we have more than one?
Wait. Our only question?
Yeah.
No, we've got 2, don't we?
I don't know. Did you get an email?
Yes, we do. We do.
Oh, that's
I
right.
got one from Twitter.
Okay.
Twitter.
So
I normally don't look at these.
We got one from Twitter from Dino, right? Who was supposed to be here, Dino. Fucker.
This is why we can't have nice things, Dino.
I know. All right. What's the question?
All right. What is your favorite video game weapon?
Oh man, throwing bows.
I
I think Grimm's is spears, though.
Yeah.
From any video game?
Yeah. Video game weapon.
See, I even thought about this question because I follow our tag on Twitter, so I see them.
Yeah.
And
Cheater.
I don't like seeing them, but I honestly don't know. I thought about a lot of things, and I just have no idea.
Well, give us a few from, like, what's your favorite games? What are your favorite games of all time? Like,
a lot of my
go
favorite games just use generic weapons.
Really?
Like swords and, yeah, like Legend of Zelda and so on.
Okay.
Ooh, the Master Sword and such.
There you go,
But,
Master
like,
Sword.
Then I was thinking of, like, Samus's morph suit or whatever.
Is that a weapon?
I mean, the whole thing's a weapon, technically.
Oh, I thought it was just the bit on the hand.
Well, I mean, she can turn into a morph ball, and that drops bombs and stuff and all that.
That seems like it would break
'Cause
someone's
she-
bones.
Because she has a game where she doesn't have the morph suit as well.
Well, like when she's Zero Suit?
Which that technically is its own thing, too.
Is a zero suit meaning just like no suit at all? Or is that a special suit?
It's like a skin suit.
Hmm.
Yeah, have you played Super Smash Brothers?
No.
Oh, well, there's like Samus you can be, and then there's Zero Suit Samus, and it's like a different moveset completely. And when she's like the blonde haired girl, that's like
When she's
normal clothes.
like herself.
Yeah.
With
That's
a pistol.
Zero Suit. It's like
But
her,
she has a skin suit,
well, it's an
Mhm.
outfit.
like Ed Gein might have.
Who?
It's not like skin. It's like,
Leatherface.
Oh,
God.
of course.
Only you. Only
Only,
you.
of course.
I know. That's what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing a zero suit.
Of course.
Wait, so you're naked?
No, I'm wearing skin.
I swear to God. Somebody else's, but it's skin.
Yeah. I don't
All
like to
right,
get my
well,
own dirty. So.
Nick, what about you? What do you got? Shit show! Woo! Hold on.
God love Canada.
I think you have to drink some brown liquor when you say shit show. Hold on.
I think you do.
I don't have any. It mustn't be a guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh,
All
please
right.
proceed, Nick. I'm just drinking whiskey and Coke.
Yeah, I just like. I'd say I probably just like the bone knife from the culling.
Of all video games ever, your favorite weapon is a bone knife from the calling.
That's the game
Yeah.
he plays the most.
Yeah, do you know how you make a bone knife? You mash two rocks together and it turns into a bone knife.
Are you
Isn't it
serious?
a rock knife?
Yes, I just thought of this right now. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
So the crafting of a bone knife is two rocks. That's
Yeah,
all
you just
need.
mash them together and light comes out and it turns into a bone knife for some reason.
You
And,
literally smush them together and they turn
Yeah.
into a knife.
Oh my
Yep.
God, that's awesome.
yeah, and the reason I like it is because I can make it in the first 3 minutes and I'm immediately running towards the next person.
Oh my God. All right.
Like they're just doing whatever people do and I'm just running at them like a maniac. So there you go.
Reed, what about you, man?
Oh man, there's just so many. There's so
Yep.
many weapons. If I really had to go with of all time, it's probably going to be the Farsight gun from Perfect Dark,
Oh my
Okay.
God. I forgot about that game.
Perfect Dark.
where it's just an awesome railgun that you can see people through walls and shoot them through walls.
Oh, I remember that. The wall hacking. I didn't play much Perfect Dark because I was more GoldenEye. Personally.
But if we're going more recent, then probably Icebreaker.
Oh, from Destiny.
I miss my Icebreaker.
Yeah. It was so broken. But it was awesome. Like
Which
you
is
didn't,
exactly why I miss the Icebreaker.
you didn't raid in year one without an icebreaker. It was
Oh god,
like
no.
you needed that.
Well, especially doing Crota with the heavy weapon ammo
Yeah.
glitch.
Yeah. Good stuff.
What about you, Luke?
Oh, it's funny you said Perfect Dark because I was actually thinking GoldenEye when I did it, and I was that guy in GoldenEye who always used remote mines and would stack them on doors and then just wait for people to come by and just blow the shit out of them. And it was either that or Shit. I just lost my train of thought.
It's all that brown liquor.
I know, I need some more. Fuck. I had something else. Keep talking.
Lucas.
I know.
Is it a bone
dead.
knife?
It's just dead.
It's funny you mentioned that because I was the guy that threw proxy mines on doors in Perfect Dark.
See, they had proxy mines in GoldenEye also. But
then you could kill yourself with them.
Yeah, but I always liked remote mines because you could just be that guy just waiting. And then, I mean, Golden Gun was always fun, and that's just all Destiny. Wow, GoldenEye items and weapons. But
I always play as Odd Job just to have that extra.
Yeah, always. Moonraker Laser was also fun doing that, but it wasn't like super awesome. Yeah.
Did any of you guys used to play the Duke Nukem multiplayer?
No.
Oh, God,
because there was some crazy weapons in that too, like Hollow Dukes and trip mines.
I don't remember, but I did enjoy a good Duke Nukem every once in a while.
I played like Duke Nukem 64. I remember that was
I didn't even know that was a thing.
A big game.
I remember how awesome it was that you could like pee in urinals and like
it's the little things in life.
Stupid shit. Just there was like comics, and you could pick them up and look at them. I think and. Yeah. Oh, the portal gun was my other one, even though it's not really a weapon.
Oh, yes.
It is a weapon, but it's not a weapon. I think we
it's
had
more
this discussion before.
Yeah, it's more of a tool, but it's the puzzling stuff is what really. Portal was built on puzzles. Obviously, it's a puzzle platformer. They did a lot of that actually in Titanfall's campaign. To go back around to that, it's Grim when you play through it. Yeah, I mean, not like Portal, but like puzzles. There's a lot of like puzzly platformer kind of stuff to get through places, especially when you get to one certain
I think
quest.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's a quest called Effect and Cause, and I'm not going to tell you what the little gimmick of it is, but it's one of the best missions I've come across in a campaign in a long time.
Get rid of your grenade or whatever?
Yes, your L1 is when it switches. Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about because I watched my friend play through that part.
Right. So throughout the game, you have an L1 ability, which is like your cloaking ability. And at a certain point in the story, it gets replaced with something else. And that's what makes this mission possible. And it's really cool.
Yeah, I thought that was like one of the best things.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. But
It's funny you say.
What? Was that English?
What? It's funny you say. Maybe. It's funny you said portal gun because my other one was going to be the upgraded gravity gun from the end of Half-Life 2.
Oh, see, I've never played Half-Life.
What?
Neither have I.
I know. Actually, that's one on my list that I own it. I own it. And I have it. I got it on a Steam like Valve sale a while back. They had like the whole Valve collection. And I'm planning on actually doing a playthrough of 1 and 2. Or episode 1 and 2, whatever, all the main story Half-Life stuff, probably on Steam or on Twitch at some point.
So Half-Life 1, Blue Shift, you can kind of skip, what was the other one? Something Forced. And then,
I don't know. I haven't played it.
And then 2, episode 1, episode 2, Lost Coast.
Yeah, so I have Half-Life. Okay, I opened it up. I have Half-Life, Blue Shift, Opposing Force.
Force, thank you.
And then the deathmatch stuff, which is like the add-on PvP stuff, right? And then Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, Episode 1, 2, and Lost Coast. So, all of those.
Blue Shift is kind of necessary just because you're a regular dude.
Okay. You're not Gordon.
Just like you're just some random security guard that gets caught up in it trying to get the hell out.
Interesting.
Well, not random. You're Barney, and Barney actually shows back up in 2.
Interesting. Barney's the best. But that's on How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
Nice. We did have another question from well, it's not really a question, more of a discussion topic that was brought up from Chili again. I am Chili P. And it was about whether or not we think video games should be sold as different options, such as right now with Titanfall 2 or shooters like Call of Duty or Battlefield or things like that. whether they should have like a single player version and a multiplayer version of the game. Like to where if you just want to play the campaign and do single player, you can get it. Like maybe they have like a $30 or $40 version of the game, and vice versa. You know, if you just want multiplayer, if they had a cheaper version of the game. What do you guys think about that?
I'm completely for it personally, just because of where I am geographically, where the internet here is kind of too string. A lot of what I do is just wanting to go through and do the single player stuff. Like the multiplayer, I'm never going to have a chance to do because it's going to suck. So being able to go through and just be like, okay, the only reason I'm buying, like if I buy Call of Duty, the only reason I'm buying it anyway is for the campaign, because I really don't have any interest in listening to 12-year-olds scream at me about what they're doing to my mother. But I just want to play the campaign. Like That's it. I would absolutely pay $20-$25 to just get the campaign of a game and not have to worry with the rest of it.
See, and I would agree with that as long as they put as much work into the campaign as they do the other. Like Titanfall 2, the campaign, like I said, obviously I've already told you, is amazing. Stuff like Call of Duty, where it's an afterthought, or Battlefield. Actually, I heard the Battlefield 1 was pretty good this time around. Battlefield 3 and 4, it was kind of just okay. You know, it was there. But multiplayer was the vast majority of that game.
Hardline, the campaign was actually really good.
Okay.
And then, well, Titanfall, I kind of am on the fence about buying too, just because of what they did with 1, where it had no campaign at all. It was just multiplayer, and they charged $60 out the gate for it.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
To me, is completely unreasonable.
I agree. You know, and with 2, I wasn't going to get it, you know, because I had played 1, like I said, for like 1 match and quit. And, you know, it came up as a deal, and I'd heard a lot of people talking about it like I have been. And so I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. I'll pick it up. And I'm glad I did, because it actually really is worth it. If you can find a good deal still. No, don't steal it. If you can still find a good deal is what I was trying to say, then I would pick it up personally.
Well, these deals were pre-Black Friday, so Black Friday they'll be like $30 again.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, Amazon, Walmart, Target, they all had deals going on. What about you, Nick?
My main...
Oh, sorry, Reed. Go ahead.
No, but my main thought that worries me if we start doing this is we will get companies like Activision, like EA, that are like, well, all we're doing is selling the campaign for $20, and looking at our metrics, we're selling 25% of the people are buying the campaign, 75% of the people are buying the multiplayer for a higher amount. So we're just not going to do the campaigns anymore.
Right. And that's kind
that
of
would
what
just
I've
give
heard.
them the excuse to completely write that off. So I'd like to see it if it can stay as a consistent thing of they are going to release single player, they're going to release campaigns.
Well, that kind of goes back to games in general. I mean, a lot of companies are doing that. They're seeing that, like, you know, a lot of games are just single player or multiplayer, and they're not even including the other option. Like Fallout has always been a single player game, and a really quality one, you know, and you don't see them giving into the pressure for people asking for multiplayer, co-op, or whatever. And the same kind of thing has been happening with, it's kind of odd actually that it happened with, Titanfall this way, because, you know, people in 1 played it just for multiplayer and picked it up, but then all of a sudden in 2, they have a campaign, even though it was kind of out of nowhere that they came up, you know, and decided they were going to have one, and the multiplayer is better on 2. So, you know, I'm kind of surprised about it. But then you see other games that are just strictly multiplayer, like Overwatch, you know, but they sold Overwatch for $40. Well, $40, but the only way you could get it on console was the $60 version, because it had the bonus features, quote unquote, you know, the Origin Edition or whatever they called it. But Overwatch has been a very successful multiplayer only game. And you know, a lot of the MOBAs are like that on PC now, with League of Legends and Dota and Smite. But those are all free to play with microtransactions. But they're not pay to win. You know, they don't give you any advantages by purchasing stuff. It's just like skins and boosts and things like that.
Overwatch also has microtransactions.
Yeah, you can buy, what do you call them? Loot boxes, loot crates.
I cannot believe that people didn't go nuts about that.
Really?
Yeah, because like every other MOBA is like, okay, you get it for free, but you got to pay for this.
Mm-hmm.
Blizzard is like, okay, you're paying for everything.
Well, the thing is, it's a cross between like a FPS and a MOBA, so it's kind of two different things at once.
Yeah, it's like an arena shooter like TF2 was, and Team Fortress 2 was like 15 or $20 to start with, but then it went free to play later.
And they added hats.
Yeah, hats. That was it. That was the big thing. But Overwatch also
crazy form
is going to be adding, characters, and you get all those for free, and it's just a different model. You don't have to unlock the characters. You don't have to unlock, any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I suppose that's the difference.
It's only cosmetic, that you're unlocking.
Yeah.
So.
And now, and we have actually had a game in the last year and a half that has come out that has been on one system. It was the campaign and the multiplayer, and on the older systems, it was just the multiplayer for I think it was Black Ops 3 for 360 and PS3. It was just the multiplayer.
Really?
Bucks for it. It was $10 less because it didn't have a campaign, but it was just multiplayer and zombies. That was it.
Huh.
Wow.
Because they couldn't get the campaign to work on the older consoles.
Wow. See, I didn't know that.
It was only $10 less.
Well,
So it's like, well, if that's your metric, I'll pay $10 for the campaign.
Yeah. Weren't the 360 and PS3 games, though, always a little bit less? Or was it just because of that?
It was just because they couldn't get the campaign to work. On Ghosts, whenever it came out, it was everything. Campaign and multiplayer were in both generations, current gen and the previous gen, which at that point was still 360 PS3.
Huh.
Because, the next gen had just come out. Or current gen now.
Right.
The new systems had just come out. But then they had a good 2 years at that point. Because Advanced Warfare came out. And it had campaign as well on both systems. And then Black Ops 3 was like, no, we can't get it to work. It's not worth putting the money in. Here's $10 off. You get a multiplayer into zombies.
Which, and a lot of people.
Of course, this year they didn't release Infinite on any of the previous gen systems, which thank God they're finally starting to kill off support.
Yeah. Honestly, for the vast majority of Call of Duty players, it's multiplayer. The campaigns have always kind of been just, cool playthrough. It's like a 6-hour campaign. But the real drawing of the players and the lasting, people that keep playing after a month or so are the multiplayer and the competitive and, the ones who really want to keep killing each other over and over.
Oh, absolutely. I just remember there was a pretty decent outcry of, really? You cut out the complete campaign and you knocked just $10 off. Is that really what you feel like this is worth for this?
Yeah, that's kind of odd. And I guess because they weigh the multiplayer so much higher, as the importance, and that should tell you right there that is by far their focus. And I haven't even seen or I haven't played any of the new Call of Duties in a long time, but it's crazy the way it's going from what I've seen, how it's all microtransaction stuff with skins and same kind of thing, that all these games are going to. They're getting to where they're just nickel and diming you to death for customization, which I guess it's completely optional. It's good that you don't have to pay or it's not pay to win. It's just kind of crazy that you see how
you want that skin.
You do. You really do. Like right now, the Overwatch is doing until like January 4th, right? Something like that, right after New Year's. They're doing a promotion with Heroes of the Storm, which is Blizzard's MOBA. And if you play 15 matches with a friend, with at least one other friend, then you're going to unlock a Genji skin for Overwatch.
I thought it was less than that.
No, it's 15 matches for that, and then 30 to get the stuff in Heroes of the Storm. There's some portraits and like a mount or something in Heroes of the Storm you can get.
Heck, I played Genji and I wanted it.
I tried the Heroes of the Storm to do this, and I would probably rather be stabbed to get that Genji skin than to keep playing that.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're all going to get together and get a team of 5.
Me.
Yeah, and stab you in the colon. Yeah. Well, I think as long as we're all on the same team, you can do co-op versus AI and it'll count. So if we get a team of 5 and do co-op versus AI, we can put it on beginner and just breeze through all the games and just bullshit.
Okay. That might be okay.
You have to play them, right?
Yeah, you just have to play them. You don't have to win either.
So you don't even have to win. Okay.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that.
But yeah, that's my thought on that. Is just I would love to see it happen, but At the same time, I remember how much there was whenever a game did come out that was segmented off from the rest.
Right.
And so it's kind of a lesser of two evils. Yes, I would like this, but I think it would be bad for the industry as a whole if they started doing it.
I agree. I think it's a good idea in a concept, but in practice it wouldn't work because they would see where the actual player base wants, and just cater to that. And just
it wouldn't
eliminate
be
the other.
financially viable to do both, really.
Exactly.
Not for an extended period.
Now, the only way they could do that is if it was like a digital unlock thing. So they just had the full game that they created in one game. And then they said, okay, $60 for the full game. Or you can pay $30 and unlock the multiplayer or $30 and unlock the single player and just have it like a digital code lock, essentially, on the game itself.
Just like Destiny does.
Yeah. To where like right now, if you don't have gold or, gold for Xbox or PS Plus for PlayStation, you just can't do multiplayer stuff, but you can play Destiny as a single player campaign.
Well, not even so much that. It's that I was thinking of, okay, the entire Destiny game downloads, patches, new DLC, content, and all. But if you haven't bought, like Rise of Iron, you're just locked out of that content.
Yeah.
So,
and honestly, that wouldn't be too bad to implement.
Put out the entire game as just a free quote-unquote download. And then whenever you launch it, you have the option of, okay, go back to the store and get the $60 full bundle, the $30 single player, or the $30 multiplayer.
Yeah, so implementation of it, I don't think would be too bad. It wouldn't take more development, so to speak. It would just be locking out certain content to people. And then you would get the arguments you hear now with DLC that, they cut DLC, so they could add it in later. They cut parts of the game out, and shit like that. And
hey, sometimes that shows up.
It does. It's true. But, you can't make everybody happy. It's the way it is. It's a business. They're trying to make money. And
that's the one.
Yeah. So that's cool. Anybody else have any thoughts about that? Grim or Nick?
The only thought I have is that I missed a question, so we've got one more.
We do.
Yeah.
How did you
Happy day.
Because it came to me in a private message on my least favorite tool, the tweeter.
The tweeter? You got a Twitter
Yes.
message?
I did. I actually did.
Messaged you?
Yeah, I know, and it wasn't shady at all. Disappointed. It's from Elastic Armadillo, and I'm not going to be any help on this question at all, but next week on the show, can you guys talk about the G4 network if you've watched it, Attack of the Show, X-Play, etc.?
Oh my god, I miss G4.
Okay, so
it was just cops.
It's gone, right? Is G4 completely off the air now?
G4 is completely dead.
That's what I thought. And
But cops makes me sweaty.
Watching cops. Oh, nice Step Brothers reference. Quality. Why are you so sweaty? Watching cops. But anyway, you touch my drums? No. G4 was awesome. That's where Olivia Munn came from, was Attack of the Show. If you remember, deep throating hot dogs and shit. What are we talking about? Anyway, no, Attack of the Show was like a variety show, gamer kind of culture of news and new games coming out, and they would do skits and little games and stuff like that. And they actually have AOTS now. It's not even called Attack of the Show, really. I think they do it online now as a web show, if I'm not mistaken. And new host and everything. But G4 back in the day was awesome. That's where I used to watch like game reviews and stuff before.
X-Play.
Yeah, on X-Play. And then you're right. It just kind of went to cops. And I think they showed like Ninja Warrior on there quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did a lot of Ninja Warrior.
And it's kind of what Spike was to do TV. It was like gamer TV is what it ended up being.
Well, it started off as Tech TV.
Oh, yeah?
I remember Tech TV. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it started off as, was Tech TV for like, this is how you install your AOL disk. That's how long ago this was.
No way. I didn't know that.
Like reviewing the new Pentium 3 gateway and stuff like that. And then
I just got to interject something before you go on, because it's very relevant to that. Do you know what the job is of the AOL voice guy now?
He's an Uber driver.
That's right.
No. That's awesome.
Anyway, go on. Just had to put that out there.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what it started off as, Tech TV. And then it started to slowly shift into gaming, and then they rebranded it as G4, where you had X-Play, Attack of the Show, Code Monkeys got put on there in the later years. Yeah. And then back in the day, before Twitch, before YouTube, before any of the online streaming got popular, that was really the only place you could watch E3.
Oh, okay.
So is that what killed this? Did like Twitch and YouTube and stuff kill this channel?
Honestly, yeah, kind of.
Well, that and everybody.
You really didn't need
online
gaming news. Yeah, you didn't really need a TV show based in game review, or you didn't need a talk show about gaming because Kotaku exists, Polygon exists, Joystick used to exist.
Right. IGN was, and you know what's funny is like IGN, I used to go on way back in like IGN64.com, like back when it had different, and that's where you go to like find cheat codes and see, and game reviews started. Yeah. Game. Oh God, I still go on there sometimes. So it's kind of crazy. Too. Nowadays though, it's like
Twitch
Reddit
era.
Right.
Yeah. The Twitch era is really what started to put the decline on gaming TV, just because why would I want to pay DirecTV $138 a month just to have G4?
Yeah. I guess if you don't really care about
discussion, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch cable, but I would watch certain channels if I could just pay for those.
Well, that's a whole different thing. They have that stuff now, like Slingbox and,
but I mean, like through, because I already have to pay for internet through like Time Warner Cable.
Right. That's a good point. Like, I wonder if there are services. There probably are services out there that you can just do online, like a la carte channels, just watch them.
I think the PlayStation View. I think they've got some of that implemented.
They were doing, I remember they were doing something like that. I'll have to look into that.
Back to the point though, I missed the old school G4.
Yeah.
I do.
It's kind of a nostalgia thing, looking back, and if you did watch it, it was, it was something that was harkens back to that time of early gaming and earlier, I should say, gaming. It wasn't really early. It was still, about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
maybe.
It was like PS1, PS2 era.
Yeah, 10, 15 years. It was fun. It was a good time watching that stuff.
Yeah, looking back on it, it was just like, honestly, it was just okay.
Yeah.
But back
then, compared to what we have now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just so inundated.
I just watched it.
To be fair, some of the X-Play specials, like the Halloween specials they had that were where they like, it was like the guy had the virtual boy like completely attached to his face where he couldn't get it off, and it's like, beat this game and beat this virtual boy game and you can leave, and it's just like he just starts bleeding out of his eyes. And some of their parody stuff for their specials was awesome.
That's good. Oh man, is that all the questions we have?
That's what we got.
All right, I found some news that I'm going to bring up here. Yeah, you guys should you should look for some random news also. But found a story about doctors remove wedding ring from a man's penis. Why is it always penis related?
Did they have to cut it off?
Okay, so here we go. So 28-year-old South African endured a rare case of penile strangulation after squeezing his wedding ring around his sex organ for, quote, erotic reasons, according to the South African Medical Journal. The unnamed man was apparently attempting to use the wedding ring as a substitute cock ring, a sex toy that holds blood in the penis to heighten sexual response. The ring caused the man's penis to swell up so much that he was unable to remove it. When the patient's mother brought him to a hospital in Limpopo 4 hours later. 4 hours! His penis was erect and blue.
Their time for erection is 4 hours.
That's right. They read the Viagra ads. We're like, we gotta go. So when the patient's mother brought him to a hospital in Limpopo 4 hours later, his penis was erect and blue, according to doctors.
Ooh.
At first, doctors tried to cut the ring off with a tiny surgical saw, but that failed because the swelling made it difficult to get close to the ring without causing further injury, according to the paper. Doctors eventually made multiple puncture aspirations with a syringe and a pink needle to reduce it. Why did they say a pink needle? To reduce the
Very
swelling.
Specific.
Why? Wait, that can't be right. Doctors eventually made multiple puncture aspirations with a syringe and a pink needle to reduce the swelling. That has to be a typo. The patient was given antibiotics and painkillers, presumably with a strong suggestion not to do this again. Oh my God, they actually have photos. I'm not looking.
No.
All right, I do have one question about this.
Yeah.
Does he have a giant finger or a tiny penis?
I don't know. I'm not looking. But it said the
You should
complete
look.
study, as well as some gruesome and NSFW images, can be seen here. Note to readers, the case report included here contains explicit photos of the patient's penis, so
Not
please
safe for
consider
work.
where and whom you are reading. I'm not clicking that.
Luke, you should be real glad right now that we're not making money off of this. If this was your job, you'd have to look at that.
You'd have to look at it.
That's
I
true.
looked at those feet for you.
Oh my God.
So we're not putting that in the links?
No, we're not going to put
I'll
that.
put it up there if you want me to.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, that's
Wait.
true. If anybody
Can we
really
at least
wants
link to the story and people can make their own decision?
There you go. Yeah, it's on
Yeah,
Huffington
okay.
Post. Quality reporting.
So
Yeah.
Luke, we need something to
Oh,
talk
HuffPo.
about, right?
Yeah.
Nick, you wanted to talk about food?
Oh
I
shit!
always want to talk about food.
I love food.
Mm.
What about food do you want to talk about?
What babies like.
Yeah.
Not the-
At this point, I don't think he likes much of any. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. It's either sirens or babies. We get to choose. This
I
week's
know, right?
siren.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
this
usually
week's baby.
silent, so
I don't know. I feel like maybe we should do this on maybe the next one because we're getting
Yeah.
shy on time a little bit, and I like food so much I want to ramble.
That's true. We could go deeper into that.
Yeah,
Maybe
because
that
I mean
sounds
we're
sexual.
next week. Whoa.
we've got a lot of people here who really like to cook, and one of us is a pro, and it's not me.
It's not
is
me.
it you?
Food,
I think it's
food
you.
would be good.
Hmm. We went to a barbecue place, and it's funny. Texas is like, oh, barbecue, Texas, and I've been
Was
to a
it
few.
dinosaur barbecue?
What
You guys still have probably my favorite barbecue place ever in Austin,
was that?
Salt Lake.
Oh, the Salt Lake. Yeah, it's actually outside of Austin. Well, there's one. They opened a second location just kind of on the east side
You
up
would
here.
say that.
Round Rock, but it's like 30 minutes outside of Austin. Salt Lake is really famous. It's a big pit in the middle.
So damn good.
Franklin's is the big one that everybody freaks out about. If you haven't, Franklin's is crazy. People tailgate to go to Franklin's. Like they spend 3, 4,
Really?
5 hours and they make it an event. Like they go and play cards and bring like lawn chairs and just sit
that
outside.
sounds awesome.
And then, it's super hipstery also. It's like,
No wonder you like it.
I don't. And it's funny. Everybody raves about his food and it's good, but it's not, oh my God, wait 5 hours for it. Good, in my opinion.
Hey, I waited 1 hour for ramen, so
That's ramen though.
Yeah, we went to, just east of Austin here. There's a little town called Elgin and it's got a place called Southside Market and they have really good barbecue. We went there for lunch a couple days ago and, got some leftovers. I had that today for, the pre-recording food for me. And, the brisket was so good. Like it was nice and it had a good smoke ring on it and it was nice and tender and moist. And, and
that's a
they
good
had,
word.
they had 3 sauces. One of them was a hot sauce and it was weird to me. It was super vinegary and it was weird. It was just kind of heat and didn't like it very much at all. And then their original sauce was okay, but a little vinegary. That's the thing about Texas is they usually have very thin and, kind of vinegary barbecue sauce. That's kind of the Texas style because they use it to baste, the meat as they cook it. And then they had a third one that was like their bold one, which is more like, a Kansas City or a Memphis kind of style, thicker, a little bit richer flavor. But not quite as sweet as those other ones that you get. So a little bit more Texas style flavor, but a thicker, richer kind of sauce. So.
Do you guys ever eat the meat there and you find like a revolver bullet in or something?
Oh,
like a
yeah.
6-shooter bullet?
All the time. We just return it to the front.
Speaking of barbecue,
As
though,
long as you take the
last
bullet back, you get a free side.
that's awesome.
Yeah, you get a free side. It's like a golden ticket.
Last summer, for the first time ever, they were trying out a new event here, which was Rib Fest, and all the vendors came from Texas.
Really?
Yeah, so we had like well, as far as I can imagine, like real Texas barbecue, and we were like, "Holy shit, what the hell is this? This is not just like burnt meat.
All right, well, this is not your normal.
This is
Is
real."
that what you guys do there? Is burn your meat?
Pretty
Sorry.
much. Like no one knows how to barbecue here. Like not really.
Well, it's always like -20 there.
Well, not this year.
It's hard to keep a smoker going whenever the outside temperature is like -17 degrees Celsius.
Plus, I mean, we don't want to barbecue too much because our igloos will thaw and fall in on themselves. So. But yeah, it was so different from anything we've had. It was just amazing. I really liked it.
It's good. I'm partial to Kansas City barbecue, but or Kansas style, I would say. But that's because, I'm a Kansas boy. So
If you ever get up this way, Toad, I've got to take you to a place here it's called Next Level Kitchen. They're literally just a tiny little place. It looks like walking into a storage unit because they're in the back of like a pawn shop. The pawn shop used to be a kitchen or a restaurant, and then they went to a pawn shop, and then they just had still all the kitchen equipment and vent hoods in the back. So they're like, yeah, screw it, we'll just open up this little kitchen for catering and whatever. And one of the guys is a French Asian trained chef who's cooked for like several. I'm sure he wouldn't want me to actually say who he's cooked for, but several higher name people. And then the other guy was a airplane part mechanic who worked at a local manufacturing plant, who's now doing all of the barbecue. So it's like a barbecue Asian French mashup, and it's oh my god.
Luke Reed's just trying to steal
phenomenal.
your kidney.
I know it sounds good.
No. This is Arkansas. You guys come up here, I'll buy you a nice dinner, and then you're going to go home with one less kidney. But it's a really, really good trade off.
Pawn shops for.
Yeah. Take a doggy bag of meth to go home.
It's the good stuff.
Just saying, it sounds a little sketchy. That's all.
God, that food's good.
Interesting.
God, that food's good.
Sounds good. No, I accidentally clicked. You probably heard, but you guys didn't. But on the podcast, it'll come out. I was clicking another news article before that, and it started to talk just for a second. So I'm sorry about that if you heard a lady talking. But I found another naked man article. Obviously,
it's not an ad, Amanda. It's not an ad, Amanda.
I don't know. They're all about penises and naked people. Naked. So
well, we have confirmed that Luke is kind of gay.
I don't know how this happens. It's crazy.
Amanda leaves for 5 minutes.
I know.
There's a random woman in his apartment, and he's looking up naked men.
No, that's not true at all. Don't start rumors. No. So this is from a Baltimore news station. It says naked man breaks into pizza place, shows own sausage and meatballs.
Wow.
And so I'm not going to read the whole article, but apparently this guy broke into a sliced pizza, is what it's called, through an air vent, then got inside and stripped down naked and wandered around like picking stuff up and managed to damage a vent hood and several registers. He didn't eat any pizza and didn't take any dough.
With his meatballs?
Yeah. No, all he did was take a water bottle.
Sometimes you go to the fridge and decide you don't want any. Just have a drink.
Apparently the owner had a quote saying, seeing it was weird, knowing that somebody was naked running around the store. Everybody's mouth just dropped, and we couldn't help but laugh because it's something that doesn't happen every day.
All of a sudden, their rating went from an A to a C.
Yeah.
Those are always my favorite stories, though.
They're offering lifetime pizza for anybody leading to the arrest and conviction of the naked robber. So if you're in Baltimore, know who did that. You get free pizza for life.
Those are just the favorite stories, though, where it's either naked man or Florida man.
Florida man, always.
Because you think it's always the same guy. There's no name, it's
Florida
just
man.
It's just, God bless you, Florida man. You're just making my life so much better.
It's so funny.
Don't we have like a Florida man in our chat?
Yeah, Orland Rod.
That's the guy.
Is it him?
It's the guy.
This was in Baltimore. It wasn't him. Florida man travels to Baltimore.
Florida man gets around.
Dang it, Florida man.
Oh my God. Does anybody else have anything else you want to add to?
I think we are all right.
Are you sure?
I'm all
Do
right.
it. Drink some brown liquor. Hold on.
I don't have any. You didn't buy me any.
Rude.
I'm disappointed in you.
Why do I have to buy you brown liquor?
Because I didn't have any.
You're the daddy.
Who is your daddy? And what is
You're the
who?
daddy.
my
Reference
dad
to
does.
last week.
Yeah, now we're starting to reference ourselves. Now
I
we're
know.
big time.
That's sad. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
No,
Oh, okay. It's getting too meta, guys. It's getting too meta. We got to reel this back in.
We're turning into Abed. If you guys watch Community. If
Oh,
not,
yes.
watch
Wow.
it.
God.
Community.
Need
I
the
don't know what
movie.
you're talking
Need the
about.
movie. Need the movie.
Graham, go watch it.
No.
Do
You
it.
got to.
Do it.
Troy and Abed in the morning.
I'm even starting to like Troy's new thing, the Childish Gambino.
Yeah? Well, he's been
Rap.
doing that for a while.
Yeah, it's new to me.
Yeah.
Like when I say recent or new, it's anywhere between my birth and now. So
Oh, okay.
like that's
Well,
how that works.
This
That's
is
also-
new Canada time.
Yeah, it was New Canada.
right.
It takes time for things to get across the border, and we got to
That's
import
right.
everything over.
It's
Have
like
you heard of this new thing called money?
money. It's like Robin Sparkles, man.
Like we've getting rid of trading all our furs, and now we give people paper for things.
That's weird. I don't know how that works.
Well, you guys missed paper and went straight to plastic.
See, we've talked about this
wow.
too.
It's hologram money. I think we did talk about this.
We did. a little bit.
Monopoly money.
Yeah.
You did.
Smells like maple syrup.
Yes.
That's true. It's for real. It does.
It really
No.
does.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
the 20s do.
No, they don't.
They do.
You're full of
I'm
crap.
serious. I'm
You
serious.
should send us all
This is a
Canadian
thing.
20s.
Yeah,
I should send you all 20s.
yeah.
Yeah, you should send us all 20s.
Here, why don't you guys send me all American 20s and I'll send you all Canadian 20s.
Wait.
To be fair,
I'll send you.
to be fair, with the way our economy is going, with we've got going to happen in January, do you really want American 20s? 'Cause
Actually,
they're
you
gonna
know what?
just absolutely drop.
Well, the futures markets went down right after it happened, but then all of a sudden we had like the highest record Dow like the next day. So I don't know. We'll see how it works out. It might actually be good for the economy because people are business.
Well, I heard
you know?
America's going to be great again.
Yeah.
It will
Haven't you
be.
heard?
I heard.
We're gonna.
Birds of the
we're gonna
word.
build a wall.
To keep us snow Mexicans out too.
That's right.
We're going to make the Canadians pay for it.
Oh
Yeah.
man, double walls.
Stay out of our country.
Now we better start collecting furs again.
Oh man. Well, we'll come up and hang out.
All right.
All right,
Jump
guys.
the
I think we should wrap it
a
up
wall.
at this point.
Just a wall built out of moose and loons.
What? All right, we're quitting.
Shit show's over.
True
This actually
shit
went a
show
lot better than I expected.
fashion. Yeah,
You
I was
thought it was
scrambling
gonna just be.
pretty much.
Well, imagine this with two more people on top of it. It would have
Oh,
been a
man.
real mess.
Oh.
So.
We should have.
Fantastic.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. And
Eventually, we'll be
Amanda-
unsupervised again.
Yeah, Amanda will be back next week.
Thank
back to
God.
normal,
Darn.
so she can keep us
What a shame.
reined in on track. And besides that, listen for crickets and everybody say bye.
Bye bye.
Later, guys.
Beep beep.
I love you, Luke.
I love you, Graham.